From the Rivers property in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, this is Poker Night in America. Hello and welcome to Poker Night in America. I'm Chris Hanson. This guy is Puerto Rico's sweetheart. He is Joe Stapleton. We're in the middle of day 3 here at Rivers in Pittsburgh that we started way at the beginning of this season.
Yeah, we drag storylines out longer than The Walking Dead. Sorry.
Tonight, Tom Schneider rocks one of his signature jackets.
If by signature you mean guilty of a fashion war crime so gross that it technically violates the Geneva Convention. Yes, signature. Ugh, it sickens me.
Here are the buy-ins here at Rivers, all the way up for Dave Eldridge at $20K. Phil Laak just buying in for $5 because goggles are expensive.
I can't believe there's an entire casino based on the lead singer from Weezer. What a theme.
Ceremonial burial is what we need.
Only colonels get to stay at the table.
Yes, yeah, colonels.
Oh, the colonel is back.
Hey, you watch where you're stepping with those Kentucky Colonels. All for one and one for all. That's their motto, you know.
I forgot you were a huge fan of this colonel.
That's right. Well, I am one. I mean, I am a Kentucky Colonel, so you better watch where you're stepping there, Mr. Stapleton.
When you're born and raised in the South, you're taught that when you're invited to an event, you don't show up empty-handed. That having been said, each of these individuals is being commissioned a Kentucky Colonel today. The first would be to Colonel Todd Anderson. The second to my dear friend, Colonel Nolan Dallin. The Honorable Colonel Chris David Hanson.
David.
Colonel
All right.
Tom Schneider.
My pleasure. Awesome. Thank you.
And last but not least,
That's nice.
Colonel Jim Tenney.
All right. I'm
Dear Colonel, thank you.
All right. Thank you.
I'm totally turning the Kentucky Colonels into like a biker gang.
Yeah, you need to loosen the bolo tie a little bit first.
Sorry.
All right, Tom, I'm giving it up. Can't take it. You're too tough.
Don't want to jeopardize your streak.
He jeopardized it by giving me the jinx, the reverse jinx is what
Well,
he did.
it's irritating that you win every show.
I'm not supposed to. I know that.
Nobody's supposed to win every show.
No, I'm not
Nothing
supposed
to do with you.
I know. No, I know it has a lot to do with me and my inabilities.
I mean, if you're playing mixed games, I could understand you do win every show.
I don't think I'm a mixed game player anymore. I actually have determined that I don't know how to play mixed anymore.
Loving King Queen here, but David Eldridge has the
By
best
the way,
hand.
Jen wants to start a mixed game tonight after the show.
Yeah, no kidding. I used to fancy myself as a mixed game player.
Jen needs to get even somehow.
Jen Harman, one of the best mixed game players of all time and the first woman to ever play him for the highest stakes. Eldridge's hand gets better on the turn. He leads at it.
And Schneider's draw is still live, and he's going to raise it to 1,500.
Oh, really?
2 overs, an up and down draw. I like it.
No, for next time.
Starting off with a nice little pot.
Wow, and Schneider makes like a FedEx and gets there. Eldridge probably pretty happy to check call here. Just will be less happy when he sees the showdown.
Welcome back to Poker Night in America there, Donkey Bomber. There's our sound guy, Mike Geringer, trying to get in the action on seat 2. He always comes out and pretends he's got to adjust a mic. Little known fact about Geringer, he's into ground pizza.
What in the ever-living heck is ground pizza?
As soon as this hand is over, I'll show you. Blinds, by the way, tonight are 25 and 50 here at Rivers in Pittsburgh.
Than a betting scheme, I think. Y'all have a couple of martingales.
All right, these 9 names only. Please head to table number 13.
It has a drink sound to it, actually.
Pocket aces for Dave Eldridge.
I don't bet my friends when I know I can't win.
Wow.
Those 9 names only. Please head to table 13.
What is that, 500?
That is a re-raise, otherwise known as a 3-bet.
All right. Time to gamble.
Action back around to Chris Horter, and he is definitely coming along for the ride. I mean, I've heard Horters hate throwing things away.
In the first hour.
Yeah, it was real fun the other time. This time it's not fun at all.
Remember, you won every hand.
It was beautiful. He was playing 90% of his hands. It was like art.
Wow, what a flop. Top pair for Horter, over pair in the nut flush draw for Eldridge, flopped flush for the Donkey Bomber.
And the over pair bets 900.
Robert S.
Over to Tommy Schneids.
Are you as surprised as I am that I haven't mentioned the jacket yet?
A little bit.
Don't worry, it's coming.
You're usually right on that.
we're saving it all for a big one.
Schneider does call back to Horter.
I love that fold. That is awesome. Super tough to get away from top pair, but when it goes bet call, what kind of shape can you really be in? Schneider checks, and if I'm Eldridge, I'm probably going to keep firing at this. You're not really afraid of anything. If you're up against a 9, you still have an ace you can hit or hearts.
Too much carbs.
$21.50, the bet from Eldridge.
And if I'm Tom, I probably try to get the rest of it in here. You certainly don't want the board to pair again or another heart to peel off.
All in.
And there he comes. He's all in for 7,800.
Eldridge is getting a little over 2-1, but he's going to be up against a flush a lot. And probably nearly dead to a full house sometimes, too.
This is how he does it. This is how the streak continues. Always escapes.
Well, this hand isn't over yet, but he is very likely to scoop the lot. Eldridge calls.
We turn him up now?
Yeah.
You don't have to turn him up in a cash game, but I like it.
Wow, this is a big river.
One card to come. Eldridge misses.
And the streak continues.
Schneider gets Eldridge again. Oops, he won too much money.
All right, you were wondering what ground pizza was, Stapes? Check this out.
So we were out drinking 2 nights ago, and we decided to do some exploring. We got some pizza at a place called Giovanni's, and as I'm ordering,
that's when I spot the package. Giovanni pizza box. I believe all the pepperonis were intact.
I noticed that Mike is already eating pizza, and I was the first to order. It boggled my mind how he would have this pizza, and he explained to me that he found it on the ground. He had ground pizza.
What more can I say? I ate it. I hope it's tasty. Not gonna lie to you. Pepperoni, a fine marinara sauce.
Not all found pizzas edible, but this one was warm and inside of cardboard, seemingly fresh and new.
What is advantageous to eating strange found pizza versus walking in and dropping $3 on new pizza that you know no one else has touched?
Well, when you make the type of money that Poker Night in America pays, you make ends meet.
You know, I'm not above eating things off the ground. At one of the previous events, I ate ground candy, you know, so ground pizza is not too far off from what I would do. But then I realized it wasn't the horror of what he was doing, it was jealousy. I was so angry that he got free pizza, 2 slices, after I had only ordered 1 slice because I knew that there were 6 slices and 4 of us, so I wanted to make sure everybody got some. So I only ordered 1 slice. And then he had 2 slices that were free, and everybody else got 2 slices. And so we walked back, and I was the only one with 1 slice.
For more from Poker Night, visit pokernight.com or find us on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, where you can see complete episodes and unedited live streams.
Welcome back to Poker Night in America. We are coming at you not nearly live from Rivers in Pittsburgh.
You done, Tom? David Baker wants in.
In the biz, this is what they call the wide shot, or the
If
bail
David
shot.
gets in, I'm out.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Oh, really? I'm in.
Fine.
Well, I know Eldridge is not ready to quit. That's for sure.
When all else fails, kids, just go to the bail shot.
Either is Jen.
200.
Jen Harman gonna play her first hand of the night. She's got kings.
He's getting annoying, isn't he?
I'm putting him at risk.
Tom Schneider is in big trouble 3-betting with ace-queen.
I think she's folding.
Well, you'd be wrong.
I'll show you. I'll show you. I'm not screwing around. I don't want to hurt you.
Does Jen put in a 4th bet with kings or smooth call? She smooth
I'm in
calls.
A piece for Schneid's, but he's still behind.
Terrible flop for Tom. Will we finally see him lose one?
1,200 is the bet from Schneider.
Jen just giving it a second. Thinking about what kind of shoes she's going to spend Tom's money on.
I don't think I should have just taken a bite of my sandwich.
Oh, so she can get a tell now.
No, because the cameras will be right over here.
Oh, right.
You never look good when you're eating.
Probably should have at least stopped taking a bite of your sandwich before you started talking, or swallowed it at least. Gross.
Matt, what do you think? What do you think she should do?
I didn't see the action, but against you, with the way you're chirping, she should probably get out. You are chirping way too much.
Oh, wow.
She doesn't look like she's in the mood to fold, by the way.
She's what?
She does not look like she's in the mood to fold.
She doesn't want to fold, but she will fold.
All right, I'm all in.
Wow.
How's that taste?
I told you she was not in the mood.
Put some of that on your sandwich there, Schneider. And he calls. I thought his top pair, top kick was going to be enough. You'd be wrong.
Take a little longer, Jack.
We still got 2 cards to come, Stapes.
You didn't be too careful.
Wow.
Rick, brick, ship it to Harman.
Queens,
By the way,
jacks,
hey,
aces.
knit love right here. Knit love.
Jen Harman may have had kings, but she's definitely getting an Academy Award.
Game like this,
By the way, if you notice, both my
he's
reads are
supposed to have
right.
Jack 7, you know?
He was chirping because he had it, and she was not in the mood to
Instead
fold.
of 7s, this
You're right.
is what...
I was never folding.
Tom Schneider finally loses a big one. He'll be in the small blind this hand. Here comes your boy, the Colonel.
That would be Colonel Mark Smith, also known as Pegasus in the poker world.
That's Colonel Mark Smith to you, boy. Now pay attention, son.
It's Kentucky Colonel, not Foghorn Leghorn.
Pain to me.
Glantz calls from the big blind, so 3 players together. Glantz hits top pair, Eldridge middle pair.
Looks like he's going to bet his middle pair. It's not a mandatory spot to continue, but it will sometimes fold out hands that have decent equity against you.
Queen on the turn.
David may want to give this up already. When he gets called on the flop, he's rarely going to be ahead. There weren't a ton of draws.
900 the bet. Glantz with the call. We'll just light a 3,000 in the pot as we go to the river.
Eldridge is going to need to fire huge if he wants to win this hand. He needs the kind of bet that would get an ace or a queen to fold. Well, he sure is giving it the old college try. Oh, I guess it's more like a community college try then. Stay in school, kids.
Matt Glantz picks up a $9,700 pot. Not a whole lot going right for David Eldridge so far here in his home city.
As much as I would like you to deal him out.
So you want to hear about Tom Schneider's jacket?
Yeah, what do you got?
That jacket is like a flattened out Q*bert level. It's like if somebody took the game Simon and made it into clothing. That jacket is as if one of the walls at the London Museum of Modern Art had sleeves. That jacket is so obnoxious Jack Black called it attention hungry. That jacket looks like a kaleidoscope puked onto clothing. That jacket looks like it should be worn by a guy named Joseph and won a bunch of Tony Awards.
All right, so is that all you got?
For now.
All right, moving on. Eldridge picks up kings this time around.
Check fold 2 pair on the turn.
So far, no action.
Come on in, Phil.
Well, here's some action, all in, and a quick call.
We got Jack high.
I have 2 kings.
I just walked in, he goes, you're just fold 2 pair on the turn.
You
Things
waited
are
for
looking
this moment, Phil?
pretty good for
The mothership?
kings,
I broke down.
especially after that flop.
Well, I guess it could come 3-4. That's a long shot, but it's there.
Give him a 3.
Oh, no.
Opportunities abound.
A 3 would chop this pot.
But that ain't a 3. Kings hold.
You have me covered.
David Eldridge wins a pot for once.
Phil Laak just kind of like spewed up 5,000 there. We're going to take a break, but make sure you come back to see who's up all night to get lucky.
I think I know.
This is really bad. I could have had that seat. But Phil complained, I don't want to sit there. Now I've got David Baker to my left.
Poker Night in America at Rivers in Pittsburgh. Along with Joe Stapleton, I'm Chris Hanson. We had some moving going on. Phil Laak and Matt Glantz have switched seats.
The goal.
Thank you. Blind raise?
Eldridge just makes a blind raise to 500.
All right.
Raise to 500?
I said I wasn't going to do this today.
He did not look.
And that's one way to get unstuck. Or way more stuck. And Phil Laak jams 8-5.
I like this. Now.
Phil Laak, all in pre-flop, the only 2 hands we've seen him play so far today. What's he doing?
Yes. I really like it now.
Matt Glantz has got a decision with ace tray suited.
Go ahead, Matt. What are you gonna do?
He's right to be suspicious of Phil, but folds.
I just want to know if it's enough that I'm going to look at my cards or I'm just going to call without looking.
Oh, I love
How much is it?
That is good.
That's amazing. That's a great comment.
8,125.
David Eldridge has yet to look at his hand.
I'm kind of pot committed.
Oh, man.
And we're playing right along with it.
I put 100. I thought I was committed.
That is good.
It's not hard to have 8 high beat.
8,025?
I don't know. For 8,120, I got to look at my hand.
I just don't feel like I have options.
Oh, man.
no.
Eldridge makes the call. This is so sick.
We'll do it after we'll see what you have after the run out.
I still don't know what Eldridge has.
Well, people at
We should
home, though.
table.
I mean, you just got
For us.
8,000 of
I
action.
will say, even without knowing Eldridge has, when the board runs out, you have 8-5.
Maybe I don't.
You're
Maybe
probably
I don't.
going to know whether or not you won or lost.
Maybe I see the flop turn river and then muck.
I'll bet you don't.
How much you want to bet?
200.
No, I want to bet more.
Dave, do you want to make a side bet? Who do you take?
Yeah, bet him 9,000.
I take the favorite. I take Eldridge.
Hold on, we gotta see one or both hands, I think.
Okay, so far, I guess Laak ahead with 8 high.
But let's just run it
We
once.
still don't know what Eldridge has.
Love throwing it twice.
Of course, we could know what the cards are because of the RFID table, but what's the fun in that?
We can see his first, and
You
then
love
you
it, but you hate it.
So Laak's flopped a gut shot.
Oh, he moved in.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not
This is
Atlantic
not
City.
good. This is not good for me.
Oh, I think it's good.
I think it's very hard for Eldridge to be losing.
Yeah.
Oh, you did look at your hand?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I like it. I like this.
I don't like the turn pair.
I would
of
almost
six.
buy your hand right now.
Phil makes his straight on the river. Very likely he's going to win this hand.
Oh my God.
That's probably going to be pretty tough
That's
to beat.
why I almost called ace-3.
Wow.
I could have a boat, I guess.
You could have a
I bet
boat.
you don't muck this on the river.
He's got a king.
Without showing.
King.
5.
Pretty hard to beat a straight here. Deuce.
Oh, man.
Wow.
8-5 somehow gets there.
You had the nuts.
I love this show.
We continue from rivers here in Pittsburgh, the city of bridges. Did you know there are almost 3,000 bridges in the city of Pittsburgh? That number's maybe a little high, but it's a lot. Eldridge with aces this
I feel like
time.
if everybody had a few
Well, Phil's
beers.
lightened up a little bit.
Phil, yeah. Phil lightens up with chips. He lightens up with chips.
Whenever I was stuck, I was
Hey,
lighting up.
You don't have to worry about sitting next to me anymore, Jack.
What is that?
So we're heads up with Schneider and Eldridge.
So what?
For the flight tomorrow.
Jack 9, not the worst hand to crack
No, the
aces with,
airline's
and
like-
he is part of the way there as he hits his 9 on the flop.
325 and a quick call.
So we were going to sit next to
Speeding our way to the turn.
Well, I fly on that airline all the time, so I have a lot of miles, so they upgrade. They probably wouldn't upgrade you. You'd probably never fly on that airline.
7 on the turn. Eldridge still
I thought
ahead.
it was American.
They bought US Air. It's the same company.
Can I use my preferred number
Yeah, you should.
for American?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it'll take me forever to do that.
900 from Eldridge and another call from Tom Schneider. And oh my goodness.
Schneider cracks Eldridge again. This may crack him literally in the brain.
Oh, he just pounds the river at 4,400.
Overbets the pot. I really don't know what Tom's going to do here. He knows Eldridge's game pretty well, so maybe he puts in a raise, but when somebody overbets into me in this spot, I'm probably going to just call.
If Tom were to fold now, is he ahead or behind his marker of starting? Just right now.
Right now, I could call.
He could call and still be ahead.
Still be ahead.
Oh, wow, really? Oh, I didn't know that.
I love the new Phil after he won that pot.
Yeah, I don't.
Sure.
I'm not sure if I like the new Phil.
Because it's like 16 wins in a row or something. I want to.
He was doing no analyzing.
All right, I call.
That's what he does. He just calls.
Tom expected to be losing there, but he was not. Wins a massive pot.
Just 11,000. That'll buy plenty more colorful jackets.
Probably 11,000 of them.
Oh, it's so disgusting when Tom's winning.
Yes. Take some of that.
He's won every single episode he's played on. I don't understand. How good are you at poker?
I'm not good. That's the frightening part.
Schneider made it 300. He got a call from Horter. Got a call from Matt Glantz.
The mothership is like
They have all
not
these
even communicating anymore to you. They're going like, I don't even know what to do.
Now Dave Eldridge will put them all in the middle with king, queen off.
I see how this is working. I see how this is working.
Horter, here's a 2.
For those range analysis classes and
I was
stuff.
expecting that, my friend.
Nice.
I have a royal flush draw.
Wow.
What the hell?
I had ace 7
Wow,
of clubs.
super live.
Glantz
super
decides
live
to
for
look
their
up
fight.
Eldridge. Will he double up, or will the pain finally be over?
Everyone's rooting for you, Dave. Just so
You
you
think?
know. Everyone.
You don't think everyone's rooting
all
for you?
of them are rooting for you.
There's not a person in Pittsburgh rooting for him.
Oh, no.
It is over. David Eldridge, busto.
Dave Eldridge has had better days at the felt. I think that's safe to say.
I would hope so. They don't get much worse than this.
Wow.
Chris, according to Wikipedia, there are actually only 446 bridges in Pittsburgh, but according to BuzzFeed, there are only 37 ways to know you're a true Pittsburghian.
Counting never really was my strong suit. Anyway, we'll be back in 411 minutes.
All right, now I'm on tilt. You did everybody a favor. I'm on tilt now. I was doing really well. This is really bad. I could have had that seat. But Phil complained, I don't want to sit there. Now I've got David Baker to my left. Every time I enter the pot, he's gonna flat me. All right, no more funny, jolly Jennifer. Are you waving for somebody?
Closed captioning is brought to you as a public service by Poker Night in America. Well, it's kind of the way it goes, Stapes. When you have somebody who wins at the table, obviously you're going to have somebody who loses at the table, and you can look at the two biggest numbers there and do the work for yourself.
David Eldridge's $35,000 seems to be pretty evenly spread amongst the table.
What is wrong with you?
I ate too much of that ground pizza.
You actually ate some of that? Dude. Next time, we conclude the day at Rivers.
And we will be joined by a certain famous actress and poker player, an all-around good time. But is it Jennifer Tilly, or is it Jennifer Tilty?
For more from Poker Night, visit pokernight.com or find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or Twitch. For all of us here at Poker Night in America, thanks for watching.
Well, you know, some people laugh at me when this, like just the other day, I'm walking down Human Street in Pennsylvania, and I find this little baby. Who's laughing now?